What's cracking, family? It's your man's the Visor back at it once again. Your brother, cousin, uncle, son, nephew, father, friend is in another sauna session. I'm ashamed of myself. I should have been here. I haven't been here in weeks. I got sick. My wife had surgery. A lot's been going on, you know what I mean? And all this volatility in the market probably got you crying out, screaming, and it's all my fault, so I apologize. No, I'm just joking. It's not my fault, but you know, we can't be emotionally trading, right? So we just understand the ideals and the truth about what's going on, right? So this channel is about freedom, spiritual, emotional, legal, and financial freedom. And we're going to talk about financial freedom today because yeah, it's a crypto bull run, and we need to get them finances right, because that helps out a little bit in the other areas as well. So I like the definition of freedom. To me is understanding and knowing the truth, because John 8:32 says, Jesus' words, he says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, right? So when I look around, especially in the markets, right, you got a lot of people on Discord looking at price action or whatever and saying, oh, this isn't going anywhere, it's not doing anything because it's not doing what they want it to do. But does that mean anything? Is price an indicator of the viability of a coin, of a token? I think not. I don't think that price is the indicator of a token's value, right? So there's a lot of stuff that goes on with it. But as we get closer to the end of this bull run, you're going to see a lot of greed, a lot of euphoria. It's not there yet, but when it comes, everybody's going to rush in and they're going to be interested in buying, and they're going to give in to FOMO, and they're going to want to purchase these enormous green candles as we're making our generational wealth, right? Because we were paying attention in the bear market. That's where wealth is made. Wealth is created in the bear market, not the bull market. Because if you have the wherewithal, if you have the intestinal fortitude to invest in high quality assets when they're cheap, then when they appreciate with the rest of the market in the bull run, that's when your generational wealth has been downloaded. Mine's loading right now. You know, it's doing what it's doing. But I had a friend today ask me, after seeing on the news the Bitcoin conference in Vegas, right? She was like, oh, Mike Pence is there and all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and that's a good thing. It's giving us exposure. But you were already in it, because I told you to buy XRP at 60 cents. It's sitting at around 230 now. So she's doing all right, right? From my not financial advice, I was just excited about it. Like, hey, if you're paying attention, I talked to her about it a few times, and she was like, well, what should I do? I was like, well, if I was you, I'd do this, because I'm me and I'm doing this. So she asked me today, after seeing this Bitcoin conference, she said, should I buy Bitcoin? I have $1,000 to spend and I would like to buy Bitcoin. Or should I buy Bitcoin, or should I buy Ethereum? And I was like, you could, right? I mean, I don't know what your risk tolerance is, but for me, I think that buying stuff at all-time highs, that's not for me, right? It's at an all-time high. Is it going to go higher? This is what I told her. Yeah, it's going to go higher. But Bitcoin at 110 right now, 108, and it might go to 140, 150, who knows? But it's a lot of conjecture. It's a lot of speculation. It's a lot of people stating their opinions, right? But all that leads from that, like a lot of that stuff is just FUD. What is FUD? FUD, family, is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This is all the stuff that makes people bearish and make people want to sell and make people confused and not understand what's really going on here. I just took a picture. See, that's hilarious. Yeah, so that fear, uncertainty, and doubt is just that. It doesn't help the markets at all. But if you look to the truth, right? The truth shall make you free. The truth is what you want about this market right now. And the truth is, the appreciation comes from global liquidity. It goes into risk on assets like stocks and crypto, not into hard assets like gold, like precious metals, and real estate, stuff like that. It doesn't do that first. People have more money in their pockets. Global liquidity increases, and people want to try to increase their wealth, and they put it into risk on assets. So this has historically been proven by charts, right? And I'm not a technical analyst. I'm not a big chart guy, but if you look at it and you see a correlation, it's obvious, right? So I'm going to share this with you guys right now because you deserve the truth. And the truth is, whatever Bitcoin goes to, that money will eventually trickle down into ETH, XRP, and then other large, mid, and small cap coins. All the way down. All boats rise. It's going to bring everything up because global liquidity is at all-time highs, and this is what happens, family. So let me show you. I think I got some pictures here that'll show you, because like I said, I'm not a technical analyst, but I follow some people on X who are, and they're pretty good at this. They've been right about a lot of calls, right? I'm not going to sit there and stare at charts all day. I don't want to do that. I got stuff to do with my life. But if I can see the correlation and it makes sense, then it just makes sense, family. You know what I mean? Like you can try to deny the truth, but the truth doesn't have to hide from the lie. It's the lies that can't function with the truth. He's dead up in here today. That's good. All right. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Where did I go? Oh, here I am. Boop. All right, let me see. That's my Bible app. Okay. Let's see. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. This is Crypto Blast. This is my Bitcoin price prediction for the coming weeks. Bitcoin follows liquidity with an 80 to 90% correlation right now. And according to the global M2 money supply, right, we could hit $140,000 Bitcoin by July 26, right? He's saying the biggest bull run in history. ETH and altcoins follow. Well, that's what I just said. Now, if you look at this chart, boom, you see it. You see how it correlates, right? Now, the yellow line is global liquidity, and then the candlestick chart is Bitcoin, and it follows it very closely, but at a 12-week lag, right? So Bitcoin is 12 weeks behind global liquidity. Whatever global liquidity does, Bitcoin does it 12 weeks later, right? Global liquidity goes up, Bitcoin goes up. This is global liquidity. You see that? Making all-time highs. Brand new, printing brand new all-time highs. This is going to follow that, right? Boom. Taking a dip at the top right here, but is it done? Who knows? But this is what it's doing, family, right? Like we see global liquidity, and this is gonna pour into the crypto market, and then, right? After Bitcoin's done, and people who got in at $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 start taking profits at $140,000, $150,000, that money, they're not just going to put it under their mattress. Trust me, they won't. They're going to put it into altcoins that haven't appreciated yet and send those to the freaking moon. This is what has happened historically. Ash Crypto, the chart shows a strong correlation. When M2 money supply growth increases, Bitcoin typically follows with a 60 to 90 day lag. Although M2 growth slowed in 2024, Bitcoin still surged to $108,000. This new liquidity uptrend could fuel the next leg. It's not could, it will. If you see the correlation, I mean, come on now, 80 to 90%. It says we're here. You see that? Boom. Look at the liquidity chart. That's $140,000, $150,000, somewhere in that range. Is that where it's going to stop? I don't know. I don't pretend to know. I'm not a chart guy, like I said. I don't even care, right? I just want all the money to flow into my high quality alts, right? I told you I'm a XRP bull. I'm bullish on Leva, and that's all I'm buying for the rest of this market cycle. That's it, just Leva, baby. And this is Raoul Pal. He was at Goldman Sachs for a long time. He's a very well-known investor, and he's saying, I know many of you want to see the updated version of the Bitcoin versus global M2 chart. Here it is. Just a very small part of the weekly macro investing tool as a part of RV Plus. It is time, give or take a few days. This dude ain't playing. This is Raoul Pal, man. He knows what he's talking about, right? $100,000 Bitcoin. Boom, 104, right? Right, boom. Okay, cool. That's where we're at now. Okay, all right. So, do I agree with all the chart analysts? No. Do I agree with all their analysis? Not all the time. But I'll tell you this. When they all agree, they're usually right. And this is what they're saying. They all see the same thing. Global M2 with a 12-week lead is matching Bitcoin. It's matching Bitcoin. There's a 12-week lead. Global M2 went up. Baby, what do you think Bitcoin is going to do? And then after that, what do you think altcoins are going to do? Do you think they have a choice? Do you think that they're going to just give up because Bitcoin at all-time high? I don't think so, people. So should you buy Bitcoin? Probably not. But I'm buying Leva. Oh, my phone is overheating. I gotta turn it off before it turns me off. But yeah, I'm buying Leva. I have a decent bag of XRP. I like Leva. I like I think Nano XNO is a good buy right now. I think Proppy is still at a good price. There's a lot of stuff that you can get some great multipliers from, but I don't think Bitcoin's going to do it, because if you invest $1,000 into Bitcoin and it goes to $150,000, then you would not have even made you wouldn't even have $1,500. It would be close, but I don't know if that's your best bet. And then when I asked her, like, okay, so before I'm going to give her advice, I'm like, what's your goal? Phone overheated, family. I was overheating too, so I got out of there before the whole 30-minute session, but I'm still where it's hot. All right, so like I was saying about my friend, I told her that she might be a little more risk averse than me, so she might not want to use my exact strategy. Like me, I'm ready to risk it for the biscuit. I'm out there. I've seen it, and I've done my own research, right? DYOR, do your own research. I've done my own research, and I'm very confident in the coins that I've picked. But, you know, low risk, low reward. High risk, high reward. And at one point, Bitcoin was a very high risk move. But when it was the most high risk, it was the least expensive. The more it was established, it became more expensive. Now there's the least amount of risk in it. It's become a store of value. It's a legacy brand. Now other stuff could go to the moon, or it could go to zero, right? But I'm confident in what I picked. I like Leva. I know it's going to do great things. Would I guarantee that to somebody? No, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It could go to zero tomorrow. So I wouldn't want to tell my friend to jump into that. But if it doesn't go to zero tomorrow, then by December, it might be $10. And it's a half a penny now. So having been in this and lost money and gained much more than I lost, I've been in this for almost 8 years. I just throw it all on Leva. I'm buying Leva. I don't think I'm buying anything else for the rest of this market cycle, family. And this is not financial advice. This is just me telling you, like, documenting my journey, telling you what I'm doing. If it does go to $10, you know, I will be reposting this video on some I told you so stuff. Nah, I'm not petty like that. But I mean, I have big hopes, and from what I see, it's virtually a lock. Like, it's going to do some fantastic stuff. So shout out to all the Leva staff and the Leva team. They're doing great. I'm staking. I'll probably do some vaults and farming here shortly, but I want to see what it's going to do when global liquidity tops out. So after Bitcoin appreciates, I want to see what's going to happen with my high quality alts like Proppy, Nano, Cardano, XRP, right? So well, I hope you guys are here with me. Go ahead and click the buttons, man. Click the button. You know what I'm saying? The thumbs up. Please share this to those who might not know about crypto. That's what my channel is based on. If you look at all my old shorts, you'll see definitions and very informative content about what you need to know before you even step off into this market. So I made this channel for my family to get in. You see me just looking around, there's a guy over there. So I want to make sure I'm not getting snuck up on by somebody. But yeah, click the buttons, share the video. Go ahead and drop me a comment on what you're investing in. If you are investing in, if you're not, comment, tell me why. All right. Well, that's about it. So you guys be free, know the truth, and I'll catch you on the next one. Guys are out.